Hello and welcome to Fashion Report Friday, the weekly video series trying to get you the most MGP possible from the Mandeville Gold Saucer every Friday when judging begins for the Fashion Report minigame. This is week 337 and this time the clue, as you can see, is Hibernation Anticipation. The individual clues for the slots include Call of the Wild for our helm, Autumn Chill for our body, Smitten with Mittens for our hands, and Leather for wrists. Very simple clue there. In this video we have a 100 score, an 80 with dies, as well as the easiest 80 possible. So without further ado, with timestamps, let's move on to that 100. Alrighty, for the 100 score, as you can see, we've gone for the bunny crown for our helm. This helm obviously is from the Gold Saucer. So for that helm, obviously there are some good options outside of it, but honestly, you're probably going to have the easiest time spending some MGP to get MGP. So if you go to the prize claim vendor over here, you can actually go and purchase yourself from prize claim 2 the bunny head. So the bunny crown in particular will work for 20,000 MGP. 20,000 MGP sounds like a lot, but you're getting over 60,000 just for obviously the Fashion Report minigame, and also we're going to be making a lot more off of a bunny crown in the future. It's something that is used on Fashion Report repeatedly, so that's what I would advise personally. But alternatively, there is also the Tamamo headband, which is obviously part of the Fox Fate system, or Chloe Elia Poe with the faux leaves, the faux hollows minigame as well. A little bit harder to get. The Bunny Chief Crown, which is another 4,000 MGP on top of the normal Bunny Crown. The Keiichi ears, which are actually from a Kate Sith plushie, or Catchy plushie in real life. And the Topaz or Emerald Carbuncle ears would also work, but they're from a Mog Station. So the Bunny Crown still remains to be one of the best options. Even if you're spending 20,000 MGP, this does crop up quite a few times in Fashion Report history. Moving on to our chest piece then, we've got the Alpine or Alpine coat. This is actually from the MSQ. Everybody gets this as part of the MSQ, as part of a quest called Litany of Peace. You can get this back from Calamity Salvagers for 100 gil if you have misplaced it. Most people will have access to this, so it's a good option. It's available to everybody. It's a glamour piece, all classes in the game level 1 and above. Alternatively to this, just to list one, we've got the Urias coat as well, which is a leatherworker crafted piece of glamour. That would be a good option as well. And I believe the Adept's gown will work as well, which is from Yellow Crafter Scripts, if I remember correctly. Moving on then, we've got the leather light mitts. This is probably the best option, one of the best items for the week. I would definitely go for this. Available to all classes level 5 and above, this is where you get that. If you want to go get yourself some gloves, you can do a lot worse than going to Gwalta or any other low city state vendor. As you can see here, this one in the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. And if you go to the Disciple of Magic tab, you can find on the level 1 to 9 tab the leather light mitts, which is available to any job or class in the game, both genders, level 5 and above, for 126 skill. This makes this one of the best items for this week. It's hard to really argue with 126 skill for an item. Alternatives, I guess we've got the Snowman mitts from the Starlight Celebration in 2013 on the Mog Station, and the Highland mitts. But honestly, why wouldn't you go for the leather light mitts? They're the most accessible and cheapest option. Speaking of accessible and cheapest options, whilst we're also in Uldar, you might want to pick up the leather wristbands as well from this character Lolanu, which is also right next to Gwalta on the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. And from the Battlecraft Accessories tab, you'll be able to find the leather wristbands just here for 201 gil. So yeah, we went for the leather wristbands, available to all classes level 8 and above, and as you saw, available just for 201 gil. I think you can kind of get a good idea of what to go for here. So that's the 100 score, really not that difficult at all. Especially by these two items. But first of all, before we get to the easy 80, let's look at 80 with dies. Okay, for the 80 with dies, as you can see, we've got basically three premium dies, 2 of them metallic silver on any weapon and helm in the game. We've got gunmetal black on any gloves in the game. And then we've got some Selfic Vendor acorn brown on any chest, legs, and feet in the game. It's not too bad, honestly, but we can do a lot better than this. I just wanted to show that just for old time's sake. Let's go straight to that easy 80. And just as you thought, as simple as that, there's not really too much to talk about here. The leather light mitts, again, from any low-level city-state to armor vendor. We obviously went to Gwalta on the Disciple of Magic tab, levels 1 to 9 for 120 gil. And then, of course, 126 gil. And then we've also combined that with, from Lolanu, the NPC that stood next to him, the jewelry guy. Basically, we've got the leather wristbands available to all classes in the game, level 8 and above. And then we've just filled the slot with any old other garbage. Doesn't matter what we have, as long as we have something equipped in every slot that's visible. And with those 2 items, you'll get 80 plus. Of course, you get a couple of extra points for just having stuff equipped, right? So there we are. Very simple. This might be one of the easiest fashion reports to get the minimum, required for the maximum MGP for a week. Quite honestly, to very low level. I mean, the maximum level you need to be is level 8 in the game. So very accessible to anybody. Anyway, let me know if you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. A link in the description will take you to a Reddit thread where this is obviously theorized each and every week. Go give it some love. And hopefully you've been enjoying the Dawntrail coverage. We've got lots to do. And I'm hard at work editing away. So much love, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.